Welcome to the Meeting Marketplace virtual tour. I'm your tour host for today. My name is Carla Rogers. I'm the creator of the Meeting Marketplace and I'm the principal of Evolve Facilitation and Coaching. I am passionate about finding effective ways for people to get together and meet. And over years and years of spending time in what I think are very ineffective meetings, especially the traditional public meeting, it occurred to me that there must be a better way. The most effective ways and time and spaces in those meetings were the informal breaks, the cup of tea conversation, or coffee conversation if you like. So what inspired me was finding a way to formally capture that conversation and to yield information and data that is useful or that can be used in making a decision. The tour I'm about to take you on is through a series of meetings that I conducted in Victoria, Australia. The theme is consistent throughout, that there's 4 key questions that we're asking through all of the various meeting marketplaces and the stations. There's 6 stations within each venue, and the stations differ by the way that people can get involved. And some of the footage that you're seeing now and that I'm about to take you through will go through what the various
Here we are in beautiful Apollo Bay, the Mechanics Institute, the venue of the first in a series of 3 meeting marketplaces. And here we have the sandwich board inviting people to come on in off the street. Beautiful banner that they've made to welcome people in, and we've been open, it's now about 1 o'clock and we've been open since 10 o'clock. We've had a fantastic group session, and how about we walk through as though we were participating?
Let's do it.
Here we have the signing desk with a lovely welcoming committee, as you can see, and Elaine is, as people come in, she's having them sign in. They're given a map, a station map.
Yep. Terrific.
And they've also asked to mark where they live up on the wall. How's it been going?
Very well.
This is the orientation station. After people have been greeted and welcomed, they're encouraged to watch a little bit of a display about what the day is about and how they can get the most out of it. I suggest that this never be more than 3 minutes. Sometimes it's a PowerPoint, sometimes it can be a short video. And it's best to be set in a separate space so that people watch it before they even walk. As we walk in, we've got a poster here which is a mud map of where all the stations are. Now, today there's a lot of information to impart and to enable people to contribute as much as possible. So what you can see here are all of the information stations, and we've had a good amount of staff here to talk to people one-on-one. So it's giving people that one-on-one chance. Behind the people here you can see the graffiti wall, which has got the 4 themed questions, and that's a separate station. And then if we swing around to our left, we have more stations. We have the tea and coffee station. And making use of the space that we had to make this cafe a separate space. We'll go to the cafe in a moment. But swinging around to our left is another station again, and that's a timeline of how we got to where we are today. And we're invited people to add to the timeline. And we also have, below the timeline, we have a parking lot for issues that aren't relevant to today, or the topic of today, but that still need to be addressed.
Very good.
So,
let's get going.
We're coming into one of my favourite stations,
Okay.
which is the kids zone. We don't have any kids here at the moment, but we have had some that have done lovely graphics on the wall. And this station can serve 2 functions. One is to provide some entertainment for children, but also to get children engaged on the topic if relevant. So today we've asked them, we're exploring the management of a national park, and we've asked them to draw something that they love about their park. What's really important is to have good quality information, and so there's stacks of maps. But especially important is that we've also had people to talk to the maps, staff to talk to the maps, and there's submission forms. So this is for people that would prefer to just write their comments and not necessarily write them up in a public space. And people can take them to the cafe and sit down quietly and fill them in. Let's go to the cafe now. I think there is actually something happening, spontaneously happening as we speak.
Well, let's
in
go
the
and
cafe,
intrude.
but let's go and have a look. All right, so that's a spontaneous meeting that's happened in the cafe space. Sometimes you'll see the cafe working like a cafe, people scattered amongst all the tables, filling in the forms quietly. And we also used that space earlier for the group session, which is critical to a meeting marketplace, is to always have a group session.
Terrific.
The only thing that we haven't talked about today is as people leave, they evaluate.
Yep.
And we might go back to that station.
I'll take a quick scan of the graffiti wall though. So we've got, this is going backwards, so this is these are the changes they'd make to make the proposal satisfactory. So we've got a bunch of things there. And this is the graffiti wall. So here you can see, graffiti wall. And this is another question. It was in relation to the topics which are people least satisfied with. And in relation to the proposals and the topics, which are they most satisfied with? And what's most important to people and why in the park? Back out through workstation number 1. And on their way out the door as they take this journey,
people are asked something that they liked about today.
Yep.
And something that they would improve. And we can use this feedback, particularly if we're running more than one meeting marketplace in a series, we can use this to fine tune each one. So it's very dynamic and an evolving process.